Well, this will be the second year Ohtani started an All-Star game. That's where it gets a little fishy because I don't know if they're going to do that. Like, will they start him 2 years in a row?
I think
he's not even the most deserving guy. He's just the biggest named guy.
The sad thing is I think they will because he's Ohtani. When it comes to Ohtani, the MLB, I think will do anything they need for him. Not like in a bad way, but how much marketing this guy brings, bro. What he did to the game, the amount of viewership he bet, everything. Like, bro, I think, you know what I mean?
And welcome back to the Guys Being Dudes podcast, a podcast based around all things sports, life, and just a little bit of pure entertainment. I'm your host, RJ Bernal, and right here to my right-hand side is the other host, Luke Sula. Guys, we want to thank you guys personally before we even get started for all the entries in our logo design contest, man. I mean, all of them were great. You guys did an absolute great job, and we couldn't be more excited to show you guys and let you guys decide on which of the new ones is going to be our logo. This is the GBD podcast. This is episode 55. You guys can find this episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner, then YouTube. But Luke, dude, we got an exciting week this week, man. I mean, if you're a baseball lover, then you all know this Sunday comes the MLB Draft.
This is the episode for you.
Yeah, this is the episode for you because, I mean, guys, not only do we have the draft on Sunday, but go to the next day. I mean, you got the most exciting day in baseball, bro. You got the MLB Home Run Derby.
And the balls are going to be flying in LA.
Flying, bro. Yep. It's going to be so hot. Yep. That air is just going to be so thin.
Oh, wait, there's even better. What's Tuesday?
Dude, Tuesday's got to be the greatest day of the year.
Right. It's episode 56 and...
the MLB All-Star Game, man.
There we are.
They're going crazy over there in LA right now.
It's going to be slammed.
It's going to be slammed. It's going to be packed. There's going to be a bunch of fights. Do you know that Twitter account, Baseball Fight Club?
I've seen it. I don't think I really follow them, but I've seen it.
I went through their entire account, a couple nights ago, bro. I mean, every fight is a Dodgers game. Yeah. I'm not even kidding you. Whether it's in the parking lot,
I believe
whether it's in the stands. I mean, dude, it's the craziest stuff ever. And you got people throwing popcorn, throwing beer, throwing everything at each other. And it's like, dude, you guys are supposed to be fans. Like, it's like Dodgers versus Dodgers, but the worst is the Dodgers versus Padres. Oh my God, dude. Those guys,
just fans getting after right there. Once, you know what I mean?
Man, they love the game, bro. I mean, it's passion for them.
It's passion in one way or another. Because when I went to the 4th of July weekend, I went to a Dodger game the day before, and same thing, dude. The guys behind us, man, Dodger fans, they were just chirping because there was like 4 or 5 Padre fans in front. And one of the guys had the new City Connect jerseys.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't like it. The Dodger fan didn't like it. He thought it was trash. He was hating on the colors and all that. So he was just chirping at him. Like an inning later, the guys got up and moved, and they're still back there chirping. Wow. Like, they couldn't handle the heat and shit. It was hella funny. But yeah, no, they get down and dirty over there. I've only been to 2 games there, and both times have been pretty rowdy already.
I know. It's
so I can imagine like a wild card game, postseason game, World Series game, bro. Fuck, All-Star games when the other teams are there, the other fans. It's definitely gonna get rowdy, but it'll still be like, because at the end of the day, like, you're still going there for the reason to watch some fucking baseball and to just be in the baseball atmosphere. So I don't think it'll be too like rowdy in a sense. Obviously there's gonna be shit talking like, nah, dude, like, my guys, whatever the case may be, or NL's gonna win, whatever. But I don't think it'll be too hectic. Come on now, like. Everybody go out there, have fun, enjoy the time.
Well, I mean, I don't want to like stereotype anybody, but like usually those fights, going back to the fights, like the people who are fighting are usually in the bleachers. What are $30 seats? Yeah. There's not a single $30 seat at this All-Star game. So just right there, I mean, that usually when the price is higher, it eliminates a certain crowd. And, usually the All-Star games is a bunch of families and, they just all have a great time. But that's going to be pretty exciting, man.
Yeah, the prices are crazy expensive. I was still looking again today. I looked again and I was just like, could just see if I get any last-minute tickets. And they're doing like bundles, like they're doing pretty good bundles, like 3, like all weekend. You go to the draft, you go to like the little fan like thing, that experience thing they got. You can go to the home run derby and the All-Star game. And it was like, $1,000 package or whatever per person and all that. But they had like 8 tickets. So you like had to buy it. But I was thinking about like at the same time, it kind of works out. Like think about $1,000, you get all that. Like, that's technically not bad,
Yeah,
but
it isn't bad.
It's not too bad.
Well, the draft isn't held in LA, right?
Yeah, it's going to be, everything's in LA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything's in LA. The features game or whatever they got going, everything is jam-packed fucking going. I think it starts like Saturday or even Friday or something like that.
Yeah,
like
it's All-Star weekend. They start Friday or something.
The fan experience. They do the celebrity game, the features game, the the high school home run derby. I think they do that. Then the draft. So they got it all going.
That's epic.
So, it's definitely gonna be epic stuff. For sure.
When do the players get off? Do we know that? It starts their last game's Thursday. I imagine.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's the last game.
And then they just all get ready to go and head on over.
Some of those guys have tough decisions whether they want to pitch the last couple days. Because, I mean, the guys, if someone throws Thursday, they can't throw in the game.
Well, it's not tough decision. They've already planned that out. Like, they already know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Well, yeah, if it's Thursday, that's 2 days away. They already know what they're doing. You're not just waking up, oh shit, now I'm not going to pitch.
Yeah, I think Garrett Cole has an option to not pitch this week.
They're for sure gonna, they already have it planned out, figuring out what they're doing. That's why a lot of guys like Logan Webb, I think he went the complete game, 9 innings, because he wasn't going to pitch for a while. He might as well get his innings in, finish it out, and then just go on a nice 2-week break. Chill out, and then same. There's bunch of Carlos Rodon, a bunch of guys did that.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on Carlos Rodon.
But yeah, no, the selections are in, and we're here. First off, the coaches, we got Brian Snitker and Dusty Baker. Right off the bat, Dusty Baker, hey,
legend.
Hey, he is a legend, but some people might be like, mad that it's an Astro coach.
Yeah, I see that.
But I still respect it at the same time. He is a legend. He's done, dude, he's been around the game forever, man.
He's been around the game.
Every time
you
see him,
time.
you just like, I would love to like go up there and just chat with him, because he seems like, bro, he's got like the way he would talk. He wouldn't just like, the way he would break it down just seems like totally different than any other coach. I don't know. He seems like a dope guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the AL team, the selections are in. I put my selections in. Did you vote?
Yeah, I did.
You did vote? Yeah, I voted, and pretty much for the AL team, everything I voted for was pretty much there. I believe we got Alejandro Kirk. He's a little stubby guy from the Blue Jays, bro. I like that little guy. Every time I be watching them, dude, he just rakes, bro. He absolutely rakes. Just a little. I think he's like 5'8", bro, 265, and dude, I mean, you're just a little Altuve that just gets it done, a little catcher. I don't know. I like it.
Well, that's the thing right there. I mean, dude, when you're in the pros, like majority of the guys, like it doesn't look right, but they still get it done. And he's short, dude. Like the odds are against him.
It's not even that. It just shows the game of baseball, how their size doesn't matter, because you got guys like Kirk and Altuve, 5'8", small little guys, and then you got freaking
Aaron Judge,
who's that young 6'7" guy that everybody's going crazy about right now, and blanket about from the Marlins. But they got him 6'7", same thing, same differences, and they do the same exact thing.
Well, I mean, are they doing the same exact thing? Can you make that argument and be like, yo, size does matter? Because I mean, you look at Aaron Judge and he's putting up freak numbers that no one's ever seen.
Size obviously matters, but when we're talking about, if you're going to tell somebody, oh, size matters, and you're just going to shoot a kid's dream down, obviously it doesn't if a kid that's 5'8" can make it to the league, and a kid that's 6'7" can make it to the league. That's what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But no, yeah. I mean, and you got Vlad Guerrero, who's also a Blue Jay. I think there was 5 or 4 Blue Jays that got selected, 6 Yankees that got selected, 5 Braves that got selected. So there was like a bunch of handful of like teams that just got a handful of guys there.
Yeah, the AL East had a handful of dudes.
Yeah, no, dude. But Jose Altuve, bro, he ties Robbie Cano for the most, All-Star selections as second baseman with 8, in the 2000s. I think that's pretty crazy for him and Robbie Cano. I mean, Robbie Cano is going to go down most likely as, I don't know. Is he going to go down as a Hall of Famer?
No, he's played a lot of years, and his younger years were pretty solid, but his last 5 years have been rough, I think. And you got to finish out. I mean, look at Miguel Cabrera, bro. I mean, he just hit his 3,000 hit mark in one of his final seasons. Maybe not his final season, but one of the coming up close. And I mean, he's still raking. Robinson Cano was batting what, 129? You saying?
Yeah, he was batting 129 this year.
Bro, that's rough
for the Padres. That's crazy. Yeah,
that's rough.
Vladimir Guerrero also. I mean, come on now. Last year's MVP, bro. He got it. I think Vlad Guerrero is a guy that you can compare to. Shit, in a sense, a lot of guys, but in the same time, he's his own fucking animal, bro.
Right.
I mean, what he can do, his athleticism, and in a sense, like, I mean, do you give him 5 tools? Do you think he's got all 5 tools? Because he likes to be quick when he wants to be.
Yeah, but like, there's a difference between quick and fast.
Yeah,
no, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he can be quick when on his feet and like on the base paths and all that, get good jumps. But there's like, he ain't flying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, true. I haven't really seen his true arm. He's been chilling at first.
He's got a cannon, low key.
He does have a cannon, but
his athleticism comes from his dad, dude. Remember his dad, bro? I mean, his dad was hitting balls in the dirt, like bouncing, bro. And I mean, he was hitting them in the gaps. Like he could hit anything, And like, that's literally Vlad Guerrero Jr. Dude, bro, literally the same.
Look at this. He could become the 3rd player in baseball history with 2 All-Star home runs before age 24. Like, I mean, think about him to do that, And I mean, that list consists of Johnny Bench, Mickey Mantle.
Wow.
Bro, like some two great names right there. You know what I mean? In the
Exactly.
baseball world. So, I mean, if we keep running down this AL team, in my opinion, I think I'm taking back what I said in the beginning when in a couple episodes, bro. I was thinking NL, but this team, bro, you got Jose Altuve, Tim Anderson. It's his first time All-Star appearance. I mean, I think he's going to put on a show, bro.
Yeah.
He's an electric player. You give him he's like a Jazz Chisholm, you know, in my opinion. And the way that they play, I mean, bro, when he played the Field of Dreams game, the electricity he brought that game,
pretty epic.
Think what he's going to do in the All-Star game. You know what I mean? Lights, the cameras are really going to be on him, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it should be fun. And then, of course, Rafael Devers, bro. I mean, same time, you know, he's an average 270 hitter, you know, but he's a guy that when you need him to get, you know, produce, he's going to produce, and he's not going to really let you down. I think his on-base percentage is through the roof right now. So, I mean, and that outfield, bro. I mean,
outfield stacked.
You got Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, and Giancarlo Stanton, bro. I wouldn't ask for a better outfield. And I mean, there's a couple other players, but to have those three on my team,
I don't even know if there's a couple other good players, but like I could
trade Giancarlo out.
Really?
I would trade him out. I mean, bro, in his prime with Miami, maybe I would take him, bro, when he was just absolutely lighting it up. But now, I mean, bro,
who would you replace him with?
I mean, there's a lot of different guys. I don't know. I guess, but
it's hard to come up with the name off the top of the head, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, I just say, like, I mean, you got Mike Trout, who's his 10th fucking All-Star appearance. That's nuts. He's only 30, and he's got 10 All-Star appearance. And Aaron Judge, I mean, 30 bombs. Like, that's crazy. Giancarlo Stanton, no doubt. That's what I'm saying. Like, to have those three out there, no doubt, I would love that. Mm-hmm. But if we could do a trade, I would definitely, like, you know, if it was like, you know, the fuck, marry, kill thing, I'd be like, all right, yeah, we getting Giancarlo's out of here. I saw a video of that this morning. That's why I was in my head.
What about George Springer? You could put George Springer out there. I mean, he's a fucking dog.
Yeah,
dude.
You could, but I mean, he hasn't done enough this year. Yeah, he hasn't impressed me enough. Like, he hasn't. There's a lot of other guys.
Because that's the reserve.
Yeah,
he's one of the reserves, and then Julio Rodriguez from the
Julio Rodriguez, I like him. He's an animal. He's a rookie too. So I mean, I think, and his electricity, bro, and the way he hits, like his bat path through the zone, how much force he brings through it is nuts, dude. Like, he hits balls just 100 miles an hour. Well, I guess everybody does now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
everybody's
just
hard. Pissing on balls. And it's like, I think we said it a long time ago in like episode 10, whatever, that like our guy's going to be throwing harder. Like, is it going to be a consistent base where, like, you know, earlier you're going to be throwing fucking 100 miles an hour. Earlier guys are going to be hitting fucking bombs, you know, 105 off the bat and shit like that. Are we going to start seeing that sooner? Or are we still going to see the kind of decline that we were seeing for, you know, a while where baseball's getting, like, that's what I'm saying. There's two different sides to things. Cause like we see the MLB world, the college baseball world, where these guys are just animals now. Like, some we've never seen before. But then we look obviously in the high school level and it's like going down,
it's
you know? So it's like, where is it balancing out to? Is it just that difference? Like, from high school to college, it's just, that's when you really mature and really grow up and really become that ball player. Is that what it is? I mean,
maybe. There's a couple unicorns out there in the country that are high schoolers. Like, I just saw a video of a 13-year-old dude throwing 95.
Right? Yeah, like, that's crazy.
Like, he's a unicorn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's one of a kind.
Yeah, it was 95, and then I think he had 197 or something like that. Yeah.
And like, there's kids out there, 13, 12 youth. Okay, not 12 youth, but 13 youth.
That's a unicorn, bro. There's I mean, I guarantee that's 1%, bro.
Well, dude, remember back like when we were younger, like 2012, like Little League World Series, Japan had that one gigantic dude probably throwing like 85 from 46 feet, which is equivalent to like 115 off a major league mound. Yeah, no. It's like, bro, what the hell? So I mean, but like, as a 60-foot mound, that 13U, 14U gap, you can find some guys fucking humming.
Yeah, no,
I've seen it, dude. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But hey, let's keep going with this real quick. Let's go to the National League. The National League, honestly, I think there's a couple people who got snubbed on that side, bro.
Well, I mean, hold up. Before we move on, I mean, you missed the last guy, Shohei Ohtani. I mean,
dude.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
That guy gets enough attention, bro.
Yeah, I mean, literally. But
attention.
At the end of the day, though, he's going to be DHing and he's going to be pitching. So that's awesome for him. That's first time for him in the All-Star game that's going to be happening. So I think, you know, Shohei doing what he's doing, the eyes, I mean, every time, like I said, when I went to that game, as soon as anything he does, it's all eyes on him. It's like, you know, watching that Jock Peterson Day in the Life, it's the same thing they say about Curry. Like, it's they're just their own special people. Like people watch them different. They watch them walk different. You know, everything is different about them, you know, and everybody wants to watch it. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing, bro. Shohei, you know, at the end of the day, love him or hate him, there's just something about him that is just different, and people love watching it, bro. And I mean, I hate his swing. It's through the zone, but his swing is just so ugly, man. But he hits fucking balls. So at the end of the day, you can't say nothing. Yeah. Right. But bro, at the end, I keep saying at the end of the day because I'm so fired up. But bro, his pitching performance these last like 5 starts have been incredible. I think he's like sub 1.4, 1.5 ERA, something like that. Just he's getting it done. And I mean, so you know, he's a guy that I think you just got to respect. And I'm a big fan of him at the end of the day. But
yeah, he's doing his thing. He's definitely doing his thing.
Yeah. So on the national team, we got Wilson Contreras. You know, he's catcher for the Cubs, and he's always a consistent guy getting it done. His brother, William Contreras, he's going to be replacing Bryce Harper as the DH. Bryce Harper's out with his thumb surgery, I believe. So, I mean, he was tearing the cover off the ball, but give it, you know, shit happens, and, you know, that surgery put him out. So hopefully we see him back by the time, you know, everything's said and done. All-Star break's over and all that. He'll be back. And then going over to first base, you know, you got Paulie Goldie, go to Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. And, you know, a lot of people were pissed off about that, saying that, you know, Pete Alonso or even like a guy like Freddie Freeman possibly be in it. But in my opinion, I'm going to say, bro, he leads the NL in batting average. He leads it in on-base percentage and slugging. How could you not give it to him? And he's a consistent guy with a great all-around team, Cardinals. In my opinion, why not? That to me, I voted for him, so I think that's good. You said you didn't like it because Freddie Freeman. So I thought
Freddie Freeman should have been voted in, even by the players, because like the starters are only voted in by the fans, and then the reserve guys are voted in by the players. Like it's in LA. Like there's no reason for Freddie Freeman not to be on that team.
Yeah, no, I just think with everything and with everything going on, and Freddie, he's got all the attention and all that it was kind of that was already not kind of in the plan of him being the starter. I don't think. And not the plan, but I just don't like, bro, you got Paul Goldschmidt, bro. Like if you're really thinking like you got a guy leading all of it, I mean, and then, yeah, if we're going off leading, there's other guys who could have been in, you know, in another scenario. But if you're given the LA perspective, yeah, but he's still there and he's still going to be there. I don't think it's a snub. I don't think it's a true snub because.
Are you kidding me?
Nah, I don't think so.
Freddie Freeman.
I don't, bro. It's not. And everybody was saying too, like,
bro, he's 4th in the league in hits right now. His average is 304.
Hey, he didn't get voted in. That's what I'm
snubbed.
saying.
He got snubbed.
All right. Hey, all right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't think so, but people think so. And I mean, don't get it wrong. You're batting 304 and you're leading in hits. Yeah, but you got Pete Alonso, you got Paul Goldschmidt, you got all these other first basemen that are doing the same exact thing. First base, what do you got to do? You just got to hit the ball. His defense has been pretty dog water, if we're going to be honest. He's not playing good defense. So, I mean, I think that takes away from it. Second base, Jazz Chisholm, he's an electric guy. I mean, he's rookie? Yeah. I mean, the guy's showing up in fucking pimped out suits every fucking game. Like I guarantee he's about to have a big ass bling necklace probably for the All-Star game, like something crazy. He's just always like the flashy, but like he's not the showboaty, like the bad flashy, like, yo, look at me, I'm the motherfucking G, like, and then strike out. Nah, he's out there and he gets the job done, you know. I think he's batting like 286 or something like that, you know. He's a consistent hitter and he fucking hustles, man, for real. But shortstop, Trey Turner. There's a Dodger, you know. He's the first Dodger to start at shortstop since Bill Russell. And since that was 1980 when the last time. So that's where I'm saying, like, that's where they threw their little storyline in there. Trey Turner gets his spot, you know, the shortstop. Since the last time the All-Star game was in LA at Dodger Stadium was 1980 when Bill Russell was playing. He made the start. So I think Trey Turner, but obviously Trey Turner's a great fucking shortstop, bro. I mean, that dude, some people say he might go down as one of the best shortstops. I think he's going to go down as one of the best. Yeah, because you can't
ever or in Dodger history or
well,
like
what's that's what I'm saying. See, because one of my buddies was saying that he could be.
He's not better than Derek Jeter,
but no, not at all. But one of the best, like one, because think about consistent wise. I mean, he's got all the tools, bro. Yeah, he can hit a home run when he needs to. He can fucking hustle. He's one of the fastest guys in the league. Plays great defense, but he's one of the best defenders. So that does put him in the talk of he could possibly be. I mean, what he did with the Nationals. Great player. Now he's with the Dodgers. doing the same thing, even better, So it's like hard to say is he the best player with the Dodgers because he's only been with them for 2-3 years, or was he the best player with the Nationals because he was only with them for 3-4 years, So then that puts him in only one. Is he one of the best shortstops?
I guess we'll have to see. He's pretty young.
Yeah, he is young, no doubt. And there's been so many shortstops, but he's pretty damn good. I give him that. He's pretty damn good.
He reminds me of Troy Tulowitzki.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure. No doubt. Yeah, that is a good one. Third base, which I don't agree with, but hey, he is a good player. But Manny Machado, third base, Padres. I just don't like the guy. I think you're a love him or hate him guy, with Machado.
I don't love him, but I don't hate him at the same time. I think he's deserving, bro. I mean, look at his numbers. He's a dude.
Batting .311, 14 home runs, 50 RBIs, no doubt.
He could hit like 2 doubles in a game. Like that's pretty rare to see, like honestly, from an MLB player to hit 2 doubles in a game. Like that's pretty tough to do. And like he's one of those guys, bro. He just rakes, smashes.
I agree. I just don't know if I don't know if it's just my opinion or if he just truly puts himself out there, but he's just a tad too selfish, bro. Cause you see the shit he does. He'll strike out and then lollygag a throw over to first base and it's an error and the guy gets on base. Like, why do you need to do that, bro? You're an MLB guy. Just make the fucking play and get it done,
I gained more respect for him last year when he got on Tatis. Remember when he was yelling at Tatis?
Yeah.
Telling him, the game's not about you. It's not about you.
But is he the right guy to get in someone's face when he's a guy that's kind of about him?
I think he's fallen off that track. I think he's gotten a little bit away from, it's not all about me because Tatis he's not even back right now, right?
No, he's still not back. Yeah,
he's still not back. So it's not like it's the spotlight's on him. And, I think he's drifted away a little bit from that. Before, Tatis was in and he was kind of sharing that spotlight. Not even sharing. He was maybe getting a quarter of that spotlight. Yeah. Tatis was getting 3/4.
Yeah. Tatis was getting fucking 85% of it.
So
fucking no, yeah. When I was digging deep into it, it said on the little fan graph thing that they have, like the StatCast thing, whatever, that rating wise with what he's doing right now and his numbers throughout the year, that he might and this is a hot take. I'm not saying this, but Fangraph StatCast thing is saying he's the best player in baseball right now.
It's interesting.
So that's an interesting take because yes, he smashes when when I go, in my opinion, when he wants to play defense, he plays great defense. But I've watched him multiple times and he's not playing defense because he just struck out, because he popped up.
Yeah.
Like at the Dodger game I went to, he popped up, slammed shit, and just like barely fucking hustled, struck out, just walked all the way out, lollygagged the ball to first base, like selfish ass shit. Like, bro, you're in the major leagues, my G. Like, come on now, It's just, but no, at the end of the same day, I'm not here to bash on the guy. I'm just calling out his bluff. And then in the outfield, you got Acuna Jr. and Jock Peterson and Mookie Betts, which Jock Peterson and Mookie Betts come back together. So that'd be exciting. And
that's a solid outfield.
That is good outfield. So that's what I'm saying. You got a consistent outfield right here, which is the AL outfield always consistent? You got Mike Trout, who will go 0 for 3 in a game, but then come around and go 2 for 4 with 2 home runs.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge, same way. He might go 1 for 3 with a single, and then the next game 3 for 4 with 3 fucking bombs. Giancarlo Stanton, he's not too much, but these guys, Acuna Jr., you're getting everything out of him every single game. Peterson, we're getting everything out of him every game. Mookie Betts, you're getting everything out of him every game. Is that a better outfield?
I would say they're more of the... So, like, looking at both the outfields, right? You got, like, the power hitters on this one side, and you got this side, as you're saying, consistent dudes. But these guys look like they have more fun playing the games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just have more fun. Like, Mookie Betts has fun. Acuna has fun. Peterson
but Trout
has
don't
fun.
Have fun?
Trout, no, it's strictly business for Trout.
Yeah, it's baseball, but he's still having fun. Like,
he's having fun.
Everybody knows Trout's the nice guy. He's the good guy.
But like, he can take that fun to another level, like the bat flips, the chains, all the.
Yeah, that's not him though.
That's not him. That's what I'm saying. So he has fun in his own realm. Like what's fun to him is what he's living out his dream.
Yeah,
but like to the NL outfit, those guys are.
Yeah, those guys are the bat flippers. Those are the the pearls, the jewelry. That's a good take right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we were saying Bryce Harper's out, so you got William Contreras, which is replacing him. So that NL team is pretty dang good. Stat wise, pretty dang good. Now that we see it and everything's submitted, and with all the reserves too, which there's like 40 of them, so we won't name them all. But let's give our takes. I mean, we said it. I said NL last time. I'll stick with NL to stick with them. But who do you think?
Truthfully. To be honest, man, I'm not even lying to you right now. After seeing the rosters, I think I'm gonna switch. I think I'm gonna go National League because I think the American League lineup, as I said before, you know, they always win. They got the best hitters, yada yada. But this year, it's too stacked. It's like, remember that first year the Yankees acquired all the the Bronx Bombers, and they thought they were going to be great, and they couldn't even figure it out. They couldn't hit because they were all trying to go yard. The AL lineup's a little stacked to where it's like everyone might be trying to go yard, except for like a few guys. I'd say there's 4 guys, but 5 guys out of the 9 are definitely going to be swinging upward. I mean, that National League team, dude, like you're saying, Trey Turner, bro, like is a gap-to-gap guy.
That guy's going to hit the ball no matter what. Could be
a gap-to-gap guy. Like all these guys, like I said, Machado is a gap-to-gap guy.
Yeah, they're all, yeah.
You know, so like that National League lineup could potentially, I could see them getting the next guy up, having that, not that mentality. Obviously, they're going to try to go yard, but it's going to be eventually come out to where they're just getting the next guy up. Base hit, double down the line, you know.
Well, so it comes down to now pitching, which, you know, starting pitchers weren't announced yet, which it comes out a little dicey because for the AL, is it going to be Shohei? You know, is it going to be this LA matchup? Are we going to get Shohei and Clayton Kershaw? Like, are we going to get that? That's a possibility, you know. But for the American League, you got Shane McClanahan, you know, Nestor Cortez, Framber Valdez, and then Shohei. There's a bunch of guys that are coming, and then also for the National League with Clayton Kershaw. Who'd you say? We
got Joe Musgrove, Tony Gonsolin,
yeah, and then
Max Fried.
No, yeah, Max Fried. That's right.
Fried.
And hey, he's out here just frying homies with his pitches, bro. He's getting it done. But no, bro. And Corbin Burns. There's a handful of pitchers. So it's like, and with Tony Gonsolin being 10-0, 11-0. You know, I mean, I think right there, in my opinion, you got to give Kershaw the start. I think because Kershaw's been dominating, bro, and I think for the right reason. But I don't even know if
I take it a little deeper. I take it even a little deeper than what he's just been doing now. I just take it to look at like the fact that he's like the franchise's player. You know what I mean? Like,
he's never started
Kershaw. He's never started an All-Star game. It's in LA. Like, give it to that man.
And so then if it's Kershaw, it's got to be Ohtani. We got to start the LA All-Star game with LA pitchers.
Yeah, if you're looking at it as like viewership wise, who wouldn't want to tune into Clayton Kershaw versus Ohtani?
Yeah, and think about that. That's LA marketing. It's NL. Yeah, I mean, so that's what I mean. We could agree that that's where I see it going, right? Yeah. I mean,
well, this will be the second year Ohtani started an All-Star game. That's where it gets a little fishy because I don't know if they're gonna do that. Like, will they start him 2 years in a row?
I think
he's not even the most deserving guy. He's just the biggest named guy.
The sad thing is I think they will because he's Ohtani. When it comes to Ohtani, the MLB, I think will do anything they need for him. Not like in a bad way, but how much marketing this guy brings, bro. What he did to the game, the amount of viewership he bet, everything. Like, bro, I think, you know what I mean?
No, I see it, dude.
I mean, but at the same time, you know, why not though? It's if he's gonna pitch in the third inning, it's gonna be the same thing as him starting. You know, obviously, it's not gonna be the true hype. You're not gonna get the commentators talking the full 15 minutes about him. But you know, who really is? I mean, yeah, Justin Verlander too. In my opinion, American League, Justin Verlander, he should be the starter.
I agree, 100% agree with that.
Is that going to bring as many views as because Verlander? He started an All-Star game before back when he was with the Tigers, I believe, with the Astros.
He has,
yeah, and so maybe he's
that's a great point because like I was just thinking the same thing. Like Justin Verlander, the mound. Like I'm just like, oh, okay,
and he's dominant. Well, yeah, but he's dominant and he's good to see. I love watching Verlander because he's a guy who's going to get done. But at the same time, eyes want to see Shohei Ohtani, you know?
Eyes do want to see that, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, that is interesting. So we'll see in the next couple days who the official starters will be. But yeah, I guess run down the teams and all that. I'm happy with the selections. I put in my votes, and I was pretty happy.
There's a couple guys that I think that really, I mean, one, obviously, Freddie. But second, dude, Carlos Rodon, bro. I mean, as a Giants fan, you should be mad about that. I mean, dude's a fucking dog.
Yeah, I just think because of the amount of other good pitching. Yeah, with him last year too, I think he he was below 3 ERA. Numbers. Yeah, and this year too, he's doing the same thing. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Bro, seriously, like he's genuinely a surprise. I could see Dylan Cease being a surprise too from the White Sox. He's electric. He's shutting everybody down. Like teams can't hit Dylan Cease. He has a few losses on his record, but it's because the White Sox can't score runs. Like literally, there's some guys like Carlos Rodon, bro. When like teams can't hit that dude, bro. Like he went like 9 innings the other day, right? He threw a complete game that was ridiculous.
It gets dicey when it comes to pitchers because there's so many of them, bro. Pitchers are so good, bro. Fucking, there's so many good pitchers now, dude.
And this year it got even more dicey for Freddie Freeman. He got snubbed because of the fact that Albert Pujols and Miguel Cabrera both got.
Well, they got their legacy reserve.
They got their legacy reserve, correct? But like that was that one. That was the first base right there. That's the NL first base. Albert Pujols took it. He could have been the DH, but I mean, they already got a DH.
Well, yeah. Well, Cabrera could have been the DH.
Well, Cabrera's American League.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying the legacy reserve thing was just added on. That wasn't taken away because they added to it. So it was like, because originally it's 32, now it was 33. So they're just going to get an at bat, you know? But snub wise, I think Freddie Freeman, that's a possibility. It could go both ways. My only reason why I don't see it being a snub is because why I say people being a snub is the fact of LA. Like because there's like Paul Goldschmidt, bro, he's leading all three. Like he's been consistently tearing the cover off the baseball, doing what he needs to do, having great games day in and day out. Freddie Freeman, we're in California. We're going to hear a lot more about Freddie Freeman than, St. Louis Cardinals are, right. Or the other side is, and all that and everything that's going on, et cetera, et cetera. So different opinions, right? I think, and I'm not even a fan of the Astros, but I think Yordan Alvarez, bro. I mean, that guy's batting .312, 26 home runs and 59 RBIs, bro. And he's got a 1.075 on base percentage, bro. Like,
yeah. No, 100% agree with that one. And he is a beast.
It was, and him and Pete Alonso, both guys that didn't, had insane numbers that, didn't get in like that. And it was just, it's interesting, how it gets like that. But Yordan Alvarez, bro, he's such an electric guy. Like watching him hit the ball, bro. I forgot who they were really comparing him to, but I didn't even like it. But the way he gets after what?
You're going to be mad at me? I personally think I can compare him to Barry Bonds. The way he just sits back and just fucking throws his hands, bro.
Yeah, no.
He literally is like a Barry Bonds. Left-handed. Barry Bonds is the greatest hitter of all time. There's no one better. But he literally is just so simple. It's so effortlessly, bro.
That's a bold statement. But I mean, it is close. But I don't know. That is, yeah.
I mean, he takes an outside pitch to left field. Like it's literally beautiful to watch Yordan Alvarez hit. Yeah. Like it's unbelievable. He goes with every pitch.
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree. Like that guy's an outstanding player, outstanding hitter, bro. And he gets done. So I was just shocked by that one. Another one was Rizzo, but then I kind of put in perspective that you had 5 Yankees or 6 Yankees already in there. It's like that's enough already. That's enough Yankees. So, but at the same time, Rizzo's been great for the Yankees. He's done a lot of great things. The fans love him. People love him. Who wouldn't want to see Anthony Rizzo in the All-Star game? When he was with the Cubs there too, everybody loved that. Yeah. So, but to close off the All-Star game, we have to talk about the jerseys. Did you see them?
I think they're pretty fucking cool.
I mean, we got the gray. So who is it? I think
the gray is the American.
Gray is the dark gray too. Yeah. It's not just some basic
charcoal gray.
We'll pop it up right here. It'd be that charcoal gray with gold. And then the NL has the white jerseys with gold. And I like it because they were saying, they were saying it's like, what was it? It was supposed to be like the elegance and legacies behind, LA, what's really behind that and all that. So they threw in the gold, vibes and all. I like it. But the one thing that I don't really like is like we were talking about in the last episode is how they used to be. We'd watch the game and it was a sea of the different uniforms. You would see we would get to see, Aaron Judge in his Yankee uniform and Giancarlo Stanton in his Yankee uniform with Mike Trout in center. You know what I mean? Like we'd get to see that compared to now. They're all obviously looking the same. It's still cool jerseys, don't get me wrong, but I like that sea of just different, the different uniforms, getting to see all, everybody's team, their true own uniforms and all. That's why I think if all the MLB teams had City Connect jerseys, how sick would that be?
That would be super
your
sick.
Team, your City Connect jersey, and they all, just repping it. It's your city, your team, you. Like, I think that'd be sick.
No, yeah, for sure.
We could see that in 2024.
I like how simple this jersey is, but it's like you said, it's elegant. Like that, like gold is money, bro.
Yeah,
especially on the American League ones, like that dark gray and that gold is crazy, bro. Like finally, like that's something sick. That is really fucking cool.
Yeah, they were nice. I saw somebody say that they should have done like the number, like they on the hats, they should have put like the amount of stars, like how many times you've been to the All-Star game. Like, so like,
that'd be cool.
Trout would have like 10, or whatever, and somebody would have 1, whatever the case may be. That'd be cool, like a little incentive, because they are very bland. At the same time, they are very basic. It's just the team. It's just the patch, All-Star, and all that. But I do like that. The color scheme, they did that. They did it right, for sure. I like it. But yeah, so I'm copping those for sure.
Yeah, I had to get them
copper drop, comment down below. I'm copping them for sure.
They're gonna be a fortune.
Huh?
They're gonna be a fortune. Like $275.
Probably more than that, dude.
Plus shipping.
It'd probably be insane prices,
It'd be
bro.
crazy, bro. It'd be nuts for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned it, the Pujols and Cabrera thing. So do we agree with that decision? Manfred, I mean, so if you guys didn't see or hear, he kind of gave him like a legacy reserve, basically just, gave him a little pass into the All-Star game without, worrying about votes and all that, which Pujols, I can agree with. If I believe he said it, he's out this year, he's done. Cabrera, though, he said he's going 1 more year. So I don't know, that one got dicey. I didn't read into that. Where's Yadier Molina, man? Why did my man Yadi get in?
No, 100%, dude.
That one kind of hurt,
right
bro.
there with you.
If this is his last year, I mean, I would have liked to see him in the All-Star game.
Just catch the final inning.
Yeah, 1 more time at least.
Right.
So I don't know what happened with that. I like the little legacy reserve to slip a guy in when we got a guy that's going out and might not get selected. But I didn't agree with the whole not letting Yadier Molina in. I mean, hey, he's a guy, he's a legend,
I will say though, like once you get older in the league, like it might be a little bit more tough to get those votes because as we both know, the game's changed tremendously over the past, decade. And those older guys kind of just get left in the dust, even though they're still in the league. They're still playing. They're just more respected. Like, they're veterans. All those old timers, those guys have been playing since I was younger. But like the guys, like I said earlier, when Tatis is out there on the field, like he gets all the attention. Like Ohtani, he's just walking out of the dugout. Yeah. Like you said, all the heads are on them. Like the old timers are still there. Yeah, and like seriously, when I saw the Angels, like it was like all eyes were on Ohtani and like Mike Trout's just chilling,
like doing nothing. You know what I mean, right? No, I agree with that, and but like that's what I'm saying. Like that's how I think is in a sense the game's changing, but also taking into strategy. But to me, this was wild. A couple days ago, I was watching the Cardinal game. And freaking Albert Pujols was on deck, right? And the guy in front of it was like the 9th inning, and they were down by 1 or 2 runs, right? Or 1 run. This could have been the tying run, or 2 runs, yeah. And Albert Pujols was on deck, and the guy in front of him walked. And instead of letting Albert Pujols hit, coach pulled him, put another guy in, and he ended up grounding out, and inning was over and all that. But I was shocked. I was like, no way, they just pulled out Albert Pujols. And then the next 2 games later, he had a tank, I believe, in like the 8th inning to give him the lead or give him the something like that. I was like, good for you, Albert. He deserved that one, because I was kind of hurt by that, because they even showed like panned over to the camera or the dugout, and like his teammates were like patting him on. Like, you'd be like, hey, it's cool, man. Like you'll get, don't worry about it, like kind of thing. Because like he's kind of like sitting there like, yeah, damn, like
put yourself in his shoes. He's like, how many thinking what?
It was because it was bases. That's right. No, shoot, that's right. I get it wrong. It was bases loaded, and they were hoping that he would get on. And Albert Pujols had 4 grand slams or like something like that with them, and like had some crazy, like he had the better numbers, better odds, and they still put the other guy in. And yeah, he was. I will like say though, out.
Early in the season though, it's same situation happened. I was watching the game, bases loaded, 1 out. They're losing by 1 run, I think. And all he needed to do was just put it up in the air, right? And MLB Network, all the announcers are live looking. Everyone's pumped. Everyone's like, oh, look who it is. It's Albert Pujols coming up. They're all like convinced, like the dude's about to get it done, bringing a sac fly, and he struck out, dude. And they were just like, well, you're not going to get him every time. But like, it's, I bet that's one of the few times either this season or in his career where he's been pulled in that situation. He's used to being that guy.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine,
and being pulled for a young dude.
At the same time, though, you got to put your ego aside. Understand, he's
team sport.
Yeah, he's that guy. Going on to with Trout, getting overlooked and everything. But the Angels, bro, like.
Oh my God.
Dog water, man. What are they? I think they're like 11 and like 25 or something in the last, like, I don't even know how many. They're terrible, bro.
Do you know, it gives me the goosebumps. Like, just like,
it's sad.
It's no, genuinely, it's
because I didn't expect
sad.
that. We were talking early on about how, Angels were excited about the Angels. They got all this, and like now we look dumb, because they're terrible.
They're garbage.
Bro, I don't know what's going on. I mean, in a sense, obviously their pitching's not doing the job at all. But I'm the hitting, same thing. But then you got the outfielders. Yeah, there's no answers because I'm seeing videos and shit of Mike Trout and Taylor Ward freaking missing balls, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? What's going on in the outfield? Like, you guys can't communicate, catch a ball or something?
Right.
And bro, there's so many things that are going on. It's truly unexplainable what's going on for the Angels, man. And
no, seriously,
I need answers. I don't know what's going on.
The chairman looks stupid right now for firing Joe Maddon.
Yes.
In my personal beliefs. I mean, Joe Maddon is literally one of the best managers out there in the league. Like, he's proven himself for all the years he's been around the game.
Yeah, should have waited at least to the All-Star game. Like, if they think about it, if he was still here and doing this bad and then All-Star break came, okay, yeah, let's get rid of him.
It sounds like it was just like tempers were flying in a room, and he was just like, you know what, you're done.
Yeah, something, and he just because man, that is crazy. Like, he just was gone, and then they really declined. Like, they weren't even doing that bad when he was, they weren't doing as bad as they are now. What they're doing right now, I watched 2 of their games, and I was like, yo, what is going on?
Yeah.
Taking pitches down the absolute dick, dude. Like, just down the strike zone, bro. I'm like, yo, guys, like, get aggressive. Like, you want to hit a baseball, want to play defense. Errors, oh my God, bro. Yeah, it's bad, dude.
I mean, dude, the Baltimore Orioles are their kryptonite. Like, I feel like they can never get over the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles are one of the worst teams in history.
No, see, okay, but yeah, they are. But this year and these last 2 weeks, they've been playing pretty gritty. Like, I don't know if you watched last Tuesday, bro, the Orioles and Ranger game, dude. Absolutely great ball game, bro. That was a great fucking ball game, dude. Back and forth. Rangers were up by like 2. Orioles came back and tied it. Then they took the lead. Then it's like the 7th inning. Rangers hit a 3-run bomb. Then Orioles come back, hit a 3-run bomb. And then it's like the 9th inning, hit a solo shot. Rangers in the lead. Then Orioles come back, hit a solo shot. Now they go into the 10th. Orioles get like 2 runners on. Ended up hitting a base hit to win the game, bro. It was great baseball game.
That is awesome.
And that's what I'm saying. The last 2 weeks, Orioles have been playing pretty good ball. Obviously they're still not, they're not a good team, but they got guys that, in a sense, can get it done. I think they just need to go somewhere else, or you just keep building and hoping. I mean,
right.
There's some deep down Baltimore fans that are waiting strong, but
oh yeah, I mean, dude, I'm a Ranger fan, and I mean, I'm just waiting strong at this point because I mean, dude, we're not gonna come close. Like back in the day, like when we had Rougned Odor, like in the time when he punched Jose Bautista, like that was the prime of our organization.
Yeah,
like not even a World Series or any type of game. Like it was just the punch. Like that was the highlight of the last decade for us.
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
I mean, just patiently waiting at this point.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Another bad team, the A's. I don't know, they're and this is what hurts. That's why I kind of bring them up. Is the stadium thing got approved, so they're staying in Oakland, which I think that's going to be the worst thing for them. Yeah. Staying in Oakland, they should have just gone to Vegas. There's already been talks about they want Vegas and all this. Want a team in Vegas? They want an MLB team in Vegas and all this stuff like that. It only made sense to just move them out there, and get it done and set up. But they think this community field and this little like park theme field that they got going on is going to be the answer to rebuilding Oakland and all that, and rebuilding the town and getting fans there.
It's not.
I don't know, man. We'll see. But yeah, they're staying in Oakland and they haven't been playing very good baseball.
It's just the AL West, bro. Dog shit. Yeah, I mean, the Astros have just... They get a free pass to the playoffs every year for the past 8 years, dude.
And the Mariners are in it too, right? And
Mariners are in it.
And they usually they're there, but I mean, I was expecting way more from them this year, and they have not shown it at all,
bro. I mean,
so it's ridiculous. It's a free ticket every single time.
It's literally ridiculous, and I mean that's why they're always there, bro. I mean, who do they have to beat? They don't have to beat anybody.
Right.
Like the A's dog shit every year,
and then it's just, hey, let's go play our baseball. They don't have to outperform. They just say, let's go play our baseball.
What's the teams? It goes,
or they can
Astros. Cheat. Yeah, or they can cheat. Yeah, exactly. Damn. Yeah. Wow, that must have been an easy ass ride to the fucking World
That's what
Series,
I'm saying.
bro.
Yeah, they were probably. That's what I'm saying. You got such dog water league. They didn't know shit was going on, and then they just fucking. Then when you 100%. Got to good teams, the good teams figured it out.
100%.
That's exactly what it is, man. No,
wow. I'm surprised they're not in the NL Central or something. Oh wait, no, AL Central.
AL Central, yeah.
Because I mean, like they're in the middle. I mean, they're in Texas. Like everyone else is over here on the West Coast. Like,
yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. But it's like the college football conferences stuff you got going on.
Oh my god, dude, we can't even get started on that.
That's crazy. And the jokes are funny.
Dude, I saw a LA Times article yesterday, and this woman was absolutely pissed off. They're saying she was like, this is going to be the biggest effect on climate change because UCLA and USC are going to fly across the country.
Oh my God.
All the hours of flying. Like, dude, an LA Times article, bro, she was talking about how this deal is going to affect climate change. Hey. And I was like, dude, that is crazy, bro.
Statistically, it might, man. It might.
I mean, it will.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, to be like, I don't know.
No,
like,
yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It is crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's official. But I mean, the jokes and the memes I've been seeing, same thing about like all the leagues they've like making into their own little conferences. And it's so funny that they're doing.
I will say one thing real quick. It was interesting to see all the Fresno State fans, you know, kind of expect that we would just jump into the Pac-12. Like everyone on Twitter was like, this has to happen. If it doesn't happen by this day, like, you know, like this is the biggest loss that our athletic directors. And it's like, dude, wait, you guys expect us to lead the Mountain West right after the news of UCLA and USC and then join their conference and take their spot? Like, that's not even realistic. Like, are we even a Pac-12? Like, is the Pac-12 even going to be a thing like in the next fucking 10 years?
Yeah, no, I mean, well, it's just because, you know, once somebody gets their foot in the door, now everybody wants to get their foot in the door. But no, I think it could go both ways. I mean, yeah, Fresno State, this team could compete with the Pac-12, no doubt, no sweat. I think 100%.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's just like, why not just keep the reins? Because there's so much that we don't know. They don't know everything. I think a lot of it is just obviously to stir up shit. I mean, that's all it is. And yeah, no, I think at the same time they can compete 100%. So it don't matter, in my opinion, it don't matter what conference. It's just, it's level of play at the same time. You know, if they were in the SEC, they'd get demolished for the first couple of years, you know, and then it would take some time. It would take some understanding. It would take them all that. It's going to be the same thing with USC and UCLA. They're probably going to get demolished. You know, or they might, you know, there might be some games that they hang on to, whatever. But then in those next few years, it'll eventually work out. Everything will kind of figure it out. And I think, okay, so then once that figures out, all right, hey, now let's look at the next team to bring into the Pac-12 or whatever. No, I don't say no, but I wasn't. Yeah, I saw the push. Like everybody was just like slamming Fresno State. And I was just like, hey, if it happens, it happens. But I mean, I don't see the push right now. Why don't we just continue winning and dominating the Mountain West right now? And we're gonna do it again. You know?
No, dude, dead ass. We're gonna do it again. I do find it crazy going back on the traveling part where like UCLA and USC are literally every game, like they're gonna have to travel across the country. Like it's not, I mean, yeah, you get used to that, but like every game, bro, like you're not even gonna have a fan base over there on the other side of the country. No one's gonna, I mean, you're gonna have a little section, but like, yeah, come on, bro. Like the only place you're gonna have fans is at home. I mean, is that always the case though? Like typically, I mean, yeah, but
Lincoln Riley, well, if he's
gonna be tough, dude.
I mean, he knows what it's about, but yeah, it's like you said right there, that fan base, it's going to be, when they go to Nebraska, they're going to be playing in front of 95,000 people that are all Nebraska fans, you know, instead it's, you know, where it could be a little more 50-50. But I mean, shit, this Fresno State USC game, it's going to be more Fresno State fans, bro. So I just think, hey, you know, play football and get it done. The fan base obviously helps. And yeah, I think that's what's going to hurt their move. But I mean, you got USC and UCLA. It's money out there. They can go travel out for a weekend to go do whatever. That shit is coming up. I'm excited. Probably like less than 50 days now, because last time you said it was like 60 days. But now, we got MLB full week of it coming up. I mean, you guys should just, at this point, just turn on MLB Network, turn on YouTube TV, and just watch some baseball and just get ready for the All-Star weekend, because it's about to be exciting. Yeah. And like you were saying, you know, will Drew Jones be the number one pick? That's my opinion. I don't think he should be, man, you know, but business talks and everything that, I mean, bro, he's got a big name, and there's a lot of good college guys that have already established their name and who they've played, you know, and all this stuff. But business comes down to it. They see a young projectable dude that, you know, he is getting it done. They would rather take him over someone, you know, that has a few more years under that. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's so dicey. You know, there's guys out there that just dominated college baseball that are going to get under, you know, they're going to get picked under guys that haven't even seen their level of baseball. Right. You know, like that's just what's so mind blowing to me, bro. And
what's also mind blowing to me is like, if Drew Jones does go number one, like he's significantly, I don't want to say weaker, but like you're saying, the guys who are in college, like those guys are more men than what he is, if that makes sense. Like they're stronger, they're quicker, they're already developed. And like for an MLB organization to take a kid who isn't fully developed, number one or even number two, You know what I mean? We've seen it happen before. Like, it's not like it can't happen.
Max
like,
Muncy for the number 2 overall draft, last year or 2 years ago?
A couple years, last year maybe.
We just saw him at the Grizzly game. You know, he got benched because of his attitude. Like, we asked the coach, because we were sitting on that same side. We asked the coach, hey, Skip, why'd you bench Muncy right after the game? He said, we don't play that dog shit attitude here. Literally said that.
That's
right there.
Awesome.
Like, Max Muncy, number 2 pick. You know, he was out of high school. You know, that's a life lesson right there. And you could see he was out, like, he was on the side, like, at the end of the dugout. Like, there's so much growing up. You know, we've heard stories of guys that out of that high school transition, just the growing up that you have to do from. These guys are now men that you're with. They're developed. They're everything.
Bro, he's going to be competing with. I mean, you're in the minor leagues. You got not only are they 4 years older, you're going to have some guys 10 years older than you still trying to fucking make a name for themselves.
Right. You know, and that rookie ball, the same thing, you know, and then that's what I'm saying. Then you go to you start off, once you start a rookie, you're playing against guys that are just as good, even better, you know. I'm not here to say he's going to fail and all this stuff. Right, no doubt. But it's so mind boggling to me that, you know, a dude from Ole Miss, you know, that absolutely got it done, you know, whatever, you know, and he's going to get picked 10th over Drew Jones, who played, you know, what, Division 4, or what was it, AA division that they have in Florida. Yeah, not even like Division 1 baseball, you know, but he performed these great perfect game. You know, that's what got him his perfect game hype, which we could go into on a whole nother talk, is it, you know, the perfect game hype. Because think about all the guys and players and that necessarily couldn't afford to go to a perfect game event that are absolute studs that have never been and get underlooked, but they still go and do their thing, and they've never been a perfect game guy, you know, but all these perfect game guys get talked about and rejuvenated. And I mean, look, Drew Jones, how fast he grew because perfect game just slammed him. Philly's scout team slammed him. Now everybody knows who he is.
Bro,
you know,
check this out.
He's a high school kid.
Right. Like, no, going on to your perfect game thing. Like, this last week, a kid hit me up, texted me. He's like, hey, can you retweet this? You know, and because I was doing a recruiting video for him, and he's like, hey, can you retweet this? And it was a video of him that perfect game Nevada. You know, they have a shit ton of accounts under perfect game. Well, I mean, it's another credible one. And they posted a video of him throwing 93, and the dude's uncommitted. So I retweeted it here, and it had like, because all it needs something like out of town. All it needs is for it to like hit one person, and it'll like funnel into a bunch of everyone around town. Bro, he got a bullpen in front of Fresno State this last week just from that one video.
Good for him.
Just from going around this town, dude. Got his opportunity finally. And it's like, bro, like, see, just right there, like, perfect game's name can like literally blow you up. And obviously, you know, throwing 93 blew him up as well, too.
No, you gotta perform too. But I've definitely seen, you know, I've experienced. I've played for the perfect game events. I've done all those. I've, you know, been there, done that, seen that, and you know, it is very much like when you're going to the perfect game, you know who the guy. Like, there's always 1, 2, 3 guys that are going to be there that is going to be from some team from Texas that is just, they're going to be all there, all the scouts, all the perfect game people are going to be writing all the articles about them, you know, and then they give them the highlight and, you know, well deserved. I'm not in, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy that that's what they can do and build, because now Drew Jones is now going to have to prove an even bigger. That's all I'm trying to prove, is just the difference is you got someone in college, Division I, SEC baseball, who has proved himself. And then you got a guy who now has to prove himself way more, or he's just going to get looked on. Because look, in 3-4 years, he's going to be like, wait, who's Drew Jones? Like, who's this guy? Oh yeah, he was the guy that got drafted number 1. You know what I mean? He's gonna be one of those, you know, could be, or he just goes out and shines, you know. Yeah, that's why I just think of it's so crazy the way that they do the high school shit.
And
you know?
And honestly though, like, if you're I would say if you're within the top 10 picks, you have like an automatic like bid to stay around the league for a long time, because they're investing so much money into you. Yeah. Like a guy like Mark Appel, remember him, right? Yeah. He just made his debut a couple weeks back.
10 years in the league or something like that?
10 years, bro, in the minor leagues, dude. I mean, he was the first pick overall, and he got millions of dollars. Like, those guys aren't just the organization's not just gonna let him run off with that money. He's gonna put his time in, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, those guys get to stay around a little bit longer. Like Gatewood, he's been around what is it? He got drafted in 2013. So I mean, this is his 9th year. Yeah. Holy moly.
Yeah, right? You know what I mean?
Holy crap.
Yeah, so the time flies, you know, and that's what so think about like how, you know, it starts building up, and then, you know, you're 10 years in the league or 10 years in the minors, and you're like, holy shit, like, you know.
Right. Holy shit, that is nuts.
And don't get me wrong, because like, I always put it in my shoes. If I was that high school kid be like, you're going to be a top 10 pick, okay, I'm taking that money and going, but it is just so, when you look at the outside, it's so crazy, so again, see a college Division I guy who's proven and all this, he's been there, done that. He's seen the level. He understands. All he is a level higher, and you just got to build him up. But yeah, going on, it'll be interesting. We'll see. Maybe we'll be tuning in for that for sure. The home run derby should be exciting. I don't think they've posted the bracket or anything yet. But that should be exciting. The ball's going to be flying in LA. And then of course Tuesday, it's another great Tuesday, episode 56, and it'll be the All-Star Game. Maybe we'll commentate it or something.
Dude, that's actually awesome.
No, I'm just joking, man. No, we could.
That'd be sick.
But it would get, what I would want to do would be because it'd only be cool if we live. It wouldn't be cool to do
do it live.
But it'd get copyrighted because I'd want to have the screen or somebody so you could see the game or something, going on. Yeah. But
you're right.
It'd get copyrighted. It'd get taken down or something. We'd have to do just the ESPN or some weird, I don't know. We'd figure it out. But yep, that's going on. This was a good little episode. Got it going. And then, let's end it off on the logo design contest.
Yes, guys.
Give a good thanks to everybody that participated.
Absolutely. Clap it up.
Yeah, give a quick clap it up. I looked at the email, been slamming it actually. I'm like, damn, I was surprised about all the freaking submissions.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was actually put a smile on my face. I'm like, this is sick.
No,
that
for real.
You guys actually wanted to come together and be like, yo, I want to make something dope for these guys. And dude, the designs and everything, the creativeness, I couldn't even think of half the things that you guys came up with. So I'm excited for you guys to see them. And like RJ was saying early on, you should be in the either Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, probably Wednesday morning. I'm assuming Wednesday morning, everything will be out, the polls to go vote and get it going. We'll probably do it by round base, round 1, round 2, and the final round.
It's gonna be fun.
It'd be cool. So we hope we get the final design, and then you'll be our new logo design, or our new logo everywhere, on the website, on the freaking Instagram, on the MySpace, on the TikTok, everywhere. But other than that,
no, you nailed it right there. Oh, today's Prime Day, guys. Yeah, if you're watching this Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
It's Prime Day. So
I ordered a bunch of stuff, or I have a bunch of stuff in my cart.
Yeah.
I'm getting it going. Yeah, don't miss out. It's Amazon Prime Day. Yeah, maybe the thumbnail is going to be Amazon Prime, or something like that. No, but
that's funny.
So stay tuned on Twitter and Instagram, and all those designs will be there. But hope you guys stay cool. It's going to be a hot week. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Yep. Peace, guys.